Hello everybody, it's Ashwin Rao. How are you? Today I'm looking forward to presenting a shoe that I've long had interest in trying, but cost has historically been prohibitive in securing a model in both my size and preferred leather. This is the Edward Green Dover. So as you can see, the Dover is a Norwegian split-toe derby. The Dover features a hand-sewn apron, 5 eyelets, as well as a leather heel counter with leather heel and toe cap stiffeners. This particular model features a Dainite sole, as you can see here, but you can get an oak bark tanned sole as well. The shoe is Goodyear welted using a reasonably high stitch density, which you can kind of see as I rotate the shoe here. It has a 360-degree Goodyear welt, which is different than in many of the other makers. As you can see here, a reverse skin stitch toe right here. This particular model was built on the 606 almond shaped last, using a Chesnut Utah grain leather from the Tannerie Haas leather tannery. The Dover is an iconic model and it's often been copied and rarely reproduced. What makes an Edward Green a shoe that typically costs over $1,000 new? That's an extremely high price of entry for any shoe and often is cost prohibitive. Edward Green is known as having some of the top quality hides available for manufacture of their shoes. The leather quality here of this shoe is incredibly well done. Now, Edward Green also mentions that there are a few other factors that go into the price. That includes not only the cost of labor and the quality of the leathers, but also the skilled craftsmanship. So for example, I believe that every shoe, the upper leather is carried from start to finish in terms of stitching by one craftsman. So Edward Green is also very well regarded and well known for their patinas and their antiqued and burnished patinas. So you have artisans and craftsmen who are responsible for that type of finishing. So keep in mind that whereas this shoe might look like shoes of other manufacturer, you're getting quite a bit of high quality in the ultimate assembly, build, and craftsmanship that's going into this shoe. The Dover is Edward Green's signature style. Along with the Edward Green Galway, you can argue that the Dover represents the brand's identity better than any other of its models. Edward Green's was family owned for many years, but in 1982 the company passed to John Lustig, who was a bespoke shoemaker who really reinvigorated the brand's focus on high quality craftsmanship through the introduction of burnishing and leather antiquing, which have become a signature style of Edward Green's finishes. And you can see here the darker toe cap compared to the colors of the other leather here. While the shoes might feature Utah Hatch Grain leather, there may be other factors that drive the price up or down, such as the thickness of the leather, the quality of the hide, how many hides are used to make a particular pair, how the shoe leather is clicked, how many hides are used to click and cut that leather to ultimately assemble the shoe, and other features that might factor into the cost of manufacture and the cost of raw materials that are going in to make one shoe. Heel counter, which you can see is immaculately stitched, and yet there's a very pronounced, beautiful grain that you can see best on the apron here, as well as a very, very well done hand sewn apron, which is sort of what defines Edward Green's Dover style. A very cleanly done reverse skin stitch on the toe, and a very elegantly assembled Goodyear welt that goes around the shoe 360 degrees. As you can see there. So what do I think about the Edward Green Dover now that I've been able to secure a pair on the used market? Would I pay for a shoe new from this manufacturer? For me, the answer is no. Am I happy to own these shoes? Of course I am. This is a beautiful pair of shoes, and I got it at a fraction of the price. It took a little while to restore and refinish the uppers to my satisfaction, but the leather is such a high quality leather that it allowed me to do so without really any difficulty. So all in all, I'm very happy with the Edward Green Dover. I'll continue to wear this and keep it in my collection of shoes. I am happy to have the iconic Norwegian split toe derby. It's a high quality shoe done to exacting standards with a long heritage using the highest quality materials and traditional, well-regarded craftsmanship. If you feel like other Norwegian split toe derbies might offer a better value proposition, you're probably right. And you can easily secure a very comparable or similarly styled pair from brands at a much lower price points. Brands like Carmina or even Meerman offer very similarly styled shoes with similar last and high quality. And at the end of the day, the choice is yours whether you want to take the step up for marginal gain or whether you wish to stay at the price point that is more palatable to most of us. So I'll let you make that decision. You have my opinion, and I hope to do you well. Take care. Bye-bye.